What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, back with episode 76 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off the best gaming setups. From here on out, the series is going to completely change for the better. I partnered with a company called Nice. You probably heard of them because I've worked with them in the past, and they are helping the series and the channel grow. It's really cool. The app is free for you to download, and you're gonna wanna check it out. First off, you can watch all of my videos early on the app, completely free. You don't have to pay to get early access or anything like that. And also the products that I'm talking about or showing off in the episode, you can see in the app real time. So you can add them to your wish list. And it'll even show you some great deals that are going on. And to raise the stakes from here on out, each week we're gonna be giving away 2 $100 Amazon gift cards. Now how this is gonna work is when you're watching the episode inside the Nice app, there's gonna be a live voting feed going on where you can go over and vote for whatever setup you like the best. Now the person whose setup wins, or whoever submits their setup and that setup wins, they're also gonna receive a $100 gift card. And say you voted for setup number 2, and that one won, all the people that voted for setup number 2 is going to be put in a pool, and then one lucky person from that is also gonna win a $100 Amazon gift card. So it's really great to give back to you guys, a chance for you to interact with the episode and the series as well moving forward, so I'm definitely pumped. Like I said, you can watch videos for early for free. You can have the products there listed real time so you can check them out, and the giveaways. So Room Tour Project, we're stepping it up with Nice. You can check it out down below. But without wasting any more time, let's start off the episode. First up is a dual monitor RGB setup on a nice wooden desk here, and these are always sort of ones that stick out to me, especially with those RGB lights, making the setup pop as a whole. And I always love that kind of, earthy, rustic kind of look with a nice wooden desk. Taking a look into his gear, he's got 2 monitors here, or 2 displays if you will. On the left side is an Asus ROG Swift. It's the PG278Q, a very popular model, 27 inches and 144 hertz, definitely going to be great for gaming. And then next to that is his 2015 27-inch 5K iMac, and this one's primarily used for photography. That's definitely one of his hobbies, so you can't give him slack for the Apple logo. And now into the peripherals, and you can always tell a man by his peripherals. That's the famous saying, right? No. But if you would, this guy knows what's up. Now first, coinciding with his iMac, he does have a standard Apple wireless keyboard, but that really nice looking, RGB one is the GAN's GK87 Pro, and this thing looks ridiculously awesome. I'm probably gonna have to get my hands on this just for the channel to check it out because, I'm loving it, so that means you guys probably are too, unless you hate RGB. And then for his mice, he has a SteelSeries Sensei and the Logitech G502 Proteus Core, and they're on that Funk mouse pad. 2 very solid options, especially if you're an FPS gamer. And then for his audio, he has the Sennheiser RS180. There are digital wireless headphones, and they come with that dock so you can keep them charged at all times. But altogether, the desk itself is very well organized, and cable management I'd say is like an 8 out of 10, kind of messy down there, but at least you have it on that IKEA Signum to kind of keep it all off the ground. And then down at the edge of his desk, you can see that very sexy looking RGB PC. In that case, the Phanteks M2 Evolve ATX case, a very popular one that shows off your internal build just really greatly. Inside is an i7 6800K CPU with a Corsair H115i liquid cooler on an MSI Pro Carbon Gaming X99 motherboard, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, and an MSI GTX 1080 Seahawk X overclocked card for his graphics, and altogether just looks really nice. He's got tons of storage space inside with 2 SSDs, and that build and the whole RGB kind of glow to it looks really crazy. Gotta love tempered glass builds. And like I mentioned before, he's big into photography, got a sort of, little desk off to the side to store his camera and lenses, an iPad, his laptop, so good he has that even off to the side and organized as well. But altogether, I'm really digging your desk setup here with that nice wooden desk, and your monitor wallpapers add some nice pop to kind of match your RGB peripherals with that keyboard and your crazy looking PC, so this one's really nice. Next up, we have a dual setup here from Dropouter. That's a name for you. On the left side is his PC gaming setup, then off to the right side is his setup with his TV and his console, so definitely a great gaming room. There is definitely a white and red theme going on with some accents of some black with his peripherals, but altogether it's looking pretty good. And for his L-shaped desk setup, he's going with the IKEA Linman, got the sort of shelving unit there for his monitor with some of the IKEA legs. His monitor here, the solo one of choice, is an LG 29-inch ultra wide, and you can see that RGB light strip behind his desk there to add some nice glow and some backlighting. And for audio on each side, you can see he has a pair of the Insignia 2.1 speaker setup. Then for his main peripherals on his desk, he has a SteelSeries Rival 100 mouse, as well as the Red Dragon Kumar mechanical keyboard on a nice extended mouse pad. The white keycaps look really nice with those red LEDs in the keyboard as well. Then for his PC, his case is the Corsair Carbide Spec Alpha, again in white and red, so it matches his setup perfectly. Unfortunately, we don't have any specs here to read off. And then back to his entertainment and console setup here, he has a smart TV from Sony. It's 40 inches. You can see he's got his Xbox One with a nice red skin on it with, his controllers there in front, looking like the Gears of War controller, and a nice white controller. Definitely also going to add to that white and red theme of his room, but a really cool dual setup here. You get the best of both gaming worlds. Then to spice things up a bit, quadruple displays here, got the 3 on the bottom with that overhead TV, matching Firewatch wallpapers, RGB light strip behind. Here we go. The bottom 3 monitors are from Asus. The middle one is a 23-inch with the outer 2 being a 24-inch model, and that top one is a 40-inch TCL TV. And taking a look at the peripherals on his desk, he has a Corsair Vengeance K70 keyboard with a Corsair Vengeance M95 gaming mouse on a Vipum's extended extra large mouse pad. Then for audio, hanging down on the headphone hook is his HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset. You can also see he has a Nest behind his keyboard. This guy is definitely big into Nintendo and those throwback retro consoles. You can see he's got like a GameCube, the N64, Nintendo Super Famicom, so definitely cool stuff. And then under his desk, we have his PC setup. His case is the Corsair Spec 02, and inside that is an AMD FX 6300 Black Edition card with a Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo cooler, 8 gigs of Ballistic Sport RAM on an MSI 970 gaming motherboard, and his graphics card is the MSI GTX 970. But what I really like to see in setups is when they take a certain hobby or a theme that they like and they add that to their setup with some more personality. This guy is a big Nintendo fan, as you can see, so he got some figures and stuff like that, some old-timey looking like Pokemon prints. But yeah, the Nintendo theme here is strong, but like I said, I love when people add personality to their setup. It just really makes it stand out. So while this one gets some gamer points for being a quad display setup, it is the whole Nintendo theme that I love the most. Now let's check out this gorgeous triple monitor setup here. White, black, and blue is looking like the color theme. And again, RGB lights behind the desk and the monitors make it look really good. But where the hell are any cables? Cable management here is locked down. His desk here is the black IKEA Linman, and it is just the perfect size for his setup overall. Taking a closer look at what he's got, he has 3 Dell U2415 monitors, mounted beautifully, may I add, all lined up perfectly. Again, not a cable in sight. And out on the sides, he has a pair of the Audio Engine A2 Plus speakers. When we're peeping the gear, he has the Corsair Strafe RGB keyboard with an M65 mouse in white on a nice extended white mouse pad, so props for matching that. Again, the white speakers. And the RGB lights in his keyboard are going to the nice blue and white theme. Out on the right side of his desk is his PC, and inside the white Corsair Carbide Air 540 case, we have an i7 6700K CPU with the Corsair H100i GT liquid cooler on an Asus Maximus 8 Formula motherboard, 8 gigs of HyperX Fury RAM, and an Asus GTX 970 Strix graphics card. He notes he will be upgrading. And another look at his desk setup, and did I mention his cable management is just insane? I don't understand how people can do this black magic. There are just no cables. But definitely a great looking blue, white, and black themed triple monitor setup here that is really well organized and some of the best cable management I've seen in a while. Now is a simple, clean, and modern gaming setup here from YouTuber Anthony Bacopoulos, and I'm really digging this. I think it's laid out really nicely, and his organization here is on point. His solo monitor of choice is an LG 27-inch 1080p display. I think if you ever want to upgrade your gear, that might be the next route to go, but it is mounted very nicely on an ESI Ergo Edge monitor arm. It's going to give him a lot of versatility to kind of move it around for his, ideal viewing angles. And a great use of cable management clips behind there to keep all those cables organized and locked down to the monitor arms so they're not hanging down in plain sight. As for his peripherals, he has the Corsair Gaming K70 RGB keyboard with a Corsair Saber RGB mouse on a Vipeboom's extended mouse pad, plus his Corsair Void wireless headset which he has hanging off the side of his desk. And then as for some other audio, he has the Bose Companion 5 setup. He has the 2 satellite speakers there on his desk with the subwoofer underneath there with some much needed bass. And for some extra visual flair going on, he has the Philips Hue bridge with a Philips Hue light strip, so he can add some RGB lights for behind his desk, and it's all controlled from his smartphone, so he can, adjust that stuff on the fly, turn it on and off, all from his phone, so that's definitely pretty cool. But now over to that PC, he has that Noctis 450 case, which is probably one of my favorites. He has an i7 4790K CPU and an MSI Z97 motherboard, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance Pro RAM, and an MSI GTX 970 graphics card, plus a 500GB SSD as well. But altogether, just a really nice and clean looking build on the inside. I love the integration of the NZXT Hue Plus as well to give it some extra pop and color. And temps are really cool. He's got 5 of these LED light fans from Corsair. So the lights are strong, the temps are good. Altogether, a nice PC. Anthony, man, I'm definitely digging your setup for your YouTube channel, and it really is just encouraging to see, people who are younger have a great setup like this and starting off their channel at a young age. So great stuff. Alright guys, that'll do it for episode 76 of Room Tour Project. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget, check the description down below. I have all the products listed for you, so you can check those out, as well as the download link to Nice. You can go and download the app. You can watch all my videos early for free, as well as the chance to win 2 $100 Amazon gift cards for the fans and the viewers out there. So hope you check that out for sure. If you like this episode, definitely give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. Last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed episode 76. Have a good day.